Good morning, wonderful caregivers. It is Wednesday morning, hump day. You're halfway through the week. Well, I guess maybe about noontime today when you go get some wonderful, healthy lunch, you'll be halfway through the week. I'm glad you've chosen to join me. I am Carol Howell, internationally certified dementia practitioner and author of the Amazon best-selling book, Let's Talk Dementia. So today I'm having a little bit of difficulty with my screen, but you think so? That's big enough, isn't it? But that is my Amazon best-selling book, and you can find it there on Amazon, or you can also find it on our website, and our website is letstalkdementia.org. I kind of like that term, Let's Talk Dementia, so I hope you will go there and look for that book. Also, Reminisce and Worship. If My Body is a Temple, Why Am I Eating Donuts? And also, Mom is Confused and So Am I. Had to stop and think of the names of my books. But I got it this morning in all of my overlays. That's those little pictures. Well, those things. Well, I can't point to it. I can't do things backwards. It just doesn't work. Anyway, they were all gone, so I had to start all over. But you'll bear with me. So let's talk dementia. And then I hope you will check out our books there. You can write me and tell me what's on your mind, and my email address is carol@letstalkdementia.org. And I thank you for writing me and telling me what's going on. I am happy to write you back. If you put your phone number, I'll call you. Yes, I will. And a special thank you today to our sponsors, HD Imports, located in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Amazing mechanics for Honda, Hyundai, Acura, Toyota, and Kia. I hope you will visit them. If you got to drive a little distance to get there, believe me, it's worth it, and your pocketbook will thank you. National Association of Veterans and Families. You can find them at 800-352-2919 and www.navf.org. Now, be sure and tell them I sent you there, would you? You'll be glad you did when you are seeking benefits for the veteran or the spouse of the veteran, and tell them that Carol sent you. They speak veteran, so you don't have to. And then Editor Beth Crosby, you can find her at editorbeth.com. And if you are producing a website, or you've written an article, or maybe you've written a book and you need someone to edit it for you, well, if she's your girl, give her a call. You'll be glad you did that also. As I have said before, I only advertise for companies or individuals that I have used personally and that I believe in. If they are selling a product and I don't have a good track record with it, then you're not going to hear about it from me. So you can trust me when I put that out there. Well, today I wanted to continue to talk with you about moving your loved one to an assisted living or memory care. We've been talking about the difference between assisted living and memory care, and I hope you picked up some good tips there. I'm also hoping that my screen's a little bit brighter for you. I was told yesterday to add more light. You'll have to let me know if I seem brighter today. I don't know if I look bright or not, because let me tell you, I didn't sleep so good last night, so I did not get up and do my morning walk. That threw my whole morning off. I rushed in here to do my 2 minutes with Carol at 8 o'clock, and it was 8:02 before that happened. I'm not skipping my morning walk again. It's just not a good thing. But I want to talk with you about how to physically make that move to assisted living or memory care. Well, maybe not physically as in their junk, get that there. Well, you just put that in the truck and go. But how to get them there. And that can be an easy process. It can be a little more difficult process. So let's kind of look at that. Well, I can tell you, when my mom decided that she was ready to move to assisted living, we toured the particular community she moved into as they were having an open house. They hadn't been open but maybe 2 months, and they had an open house. And she picked up the apartment that she wanted, and she said, Carol, I want to live here. You figure out how to pay for it. Yay for me. Fortunately, Mama did have long-term care insurance, and that's something to think about. If your loved one has long-term care insurance and they have dementia, you're probably going to have no issue at all in getting that policy enacted to help pay for that assisted living. And that's exactly what we did for Mama. What a blessing that was in her world and our world, because well, then we could pay the bill. And they do sort of like it when you pay the bill each month. But there are individuals who are not quite as excited about moving. And how do you introduce that idea to them? Well, I can tell you there is a community that's opening near me and accepting applications and reserving rooms, and deposits are being made and have been doing that for a couple months, and they're not going to be opening for a couple more months. So if you've made that decision on behalf of your loved one, do you say, okay, it's 4 months from now and you're going to move for assisted living. It's 3 months from now. It's 2 months from now. It's next week. Well, no, you don't do that. Why? Well, let's recall what the biggest deficit your loved one has, and that is they can't remember squat diddly doo dah, right? So telling them that, first of all, is not going to accomplish anything positive. And if they are not exactly all on board with that move, then every time you tell them that, you're just going to upset them more. We don't do things that upset our loved ones. Remember, I tell you, you want your loved one living on the teacup ride at Disney World, where life is wonderful and happy. And if you're constantly bringing to their mind that they're going to move to assisted living when you know they don't want to, then that's just not smart. But I want you to stop and think a minute about why your loved one thinks they don't want to move to assisted living, or maybe why you think they don't want to move. And the reason you might think it is because they had said to you, oh, I don't know how many ever years ago, don't ever put me in a nursing home. Please promise me you'll never put me in a nursing home. Well, first of all, we're not talking about a nursing home. That's a term that's really not even used very often in the elder care industry. It's actually called a skilled nursing community. So it's different. Oh my goodness, is it different from assisted living? So a nursing home is just one step down from the hospital. But assisted living is moving into a retirement setting where there's activities and you hop on the bus and you go and there's wonderful foods and you have independence to come and go. But that's not the picture they have in their head. So when they're telling you, please don't make me go there, they're thinking about that skilled nursing or that nursing home that they visited probably 20 years ago. And boy, nobody wants to live in that environment. If you had ever visited one in the 70s, and I did, don't put me there either. But that's not what we're talking about. But see, they don't know that. And so you've got to be aware of that. And then you might have also agreed to that you would never do that. Oh, Mom, I'll never do that to you. And here you are doing that very thing you promised you wouldn't do. But again, that's not what you're doing. You're moving them to a wonderful retirement community. And that's the words you want to use. You want to say, Mom, next Tuesday, not even next Tuesday, tomorrow or today, maybe today, I would just do it for today. Today at lunch, we're going to go have lunch over at, name the community, and it's just beautiful there, and I've been invited for free lunch, and I thought you might want to go with me. Well, what Mom doesn't know is you're going to get up early that morning and take Mom shopping. Isn't that just wonderful? Or maybe you're taking her to the park, wherever you decide to take her to visit her friend or someone, to get her out of the house. And then you've arranged for 3 or 4 wonderful people and a truck to come get those items which you are moving to Mom's assisted living apartment. And they're going to move everything. They're going to get it set up as best as they can in that amount of time. And then you're going to take Mom on over there for lunch. And maybe right after lunch, they're going to have an activity that you're going to stay and participate in. And hopefully Mom's going to participate in. And then go, Mom, I'm going to show you something. And you take her down the hall, and there is a room, and you go, I've got the most fabulous news for you. You are just over the top, so excited. This is your new apartment. And look, it's got all of your favorite things in it. And you get to live here. You have done so well all your life with saving money, and you and Dad invested, and you get to live here. And the insurance is going to pay for it. Can you believe that? Now, whether you have a policy that's going to help pay for it or not, I don't care. You're going to tell Mom the insurance is going to pay for this. If she is far enough along in her disease that she'll buy that story, because that comes with a lot of peace of knowing that it's not costing anything, and that it's not coming out of her checking account, that the insurance is going to pay for it. Makes her feel good. Then when she walks in, you want to make sure that her room is decorated in such a way that it rings in her head, oh wait, that's my bedspread. That's my favorite recliner. Look, there's that picture of me and your dad above the TV. Especially if it had always lived above the TV, then you want to put it above the TV in her current new home. Make it as familiar and replicate it as much at the new home as potentially what her bedroom or her living room, whatever was in the home that she had previously lived in. It is a feeling of comfort. It would be for you too. You know how when you walk into a hotel room, nothing's yours. But when you walk into your home, you see things that are yours. And that's a feeling of peace and comfort for you. It's instant, and you want that for your loved one. So make sure you set that up that way. Now, take her in, sit around with her, show her around, show her how wonderful big the bathroom is. My word, Mama, you've never had a bathroom this big. And guess what? You get to stay here. And they do 3 wonderful meals a day. All you got to do is walk down to the dining hall. Is that not amazing? And get this. This is the most amazing part, Mama. You have got a cleaning lady. She going to come once a week and clean your house. And the insurance pays for it. And somebody's going to do your laundry. I'm telling you, Mama, I am jealous. I can't believe you get to live here. I got to go home and clean my own house, and you don't have to. This works many, many times, and sometimes it will flop. And I am an honest girl. You figured that out, and you don't want it to flop on you. I can recall a story of a wonderful Christian woman raised 5 kids, a set of twin boys, and I was working with one of the twin boys who I'd known for years, and he toured so many communities, and he finally chose one, and we were excited, and his wife and sister decorated that place. It was beautiful. 1-bedroom apartment. I was so excited when I saw the amazing job they had done. Well, the family gathered that day and did just as I recommended. Mom had lunch, and they took her in to see the apartment. And she walked in and she said, yes, this is nice. This is pretty. Oh, look, there's me and your dad in that picture. And they said, Mom, you get to live here. And she said, you all come here. You just come here. You sit down right there. Uh-oh, this is not good. And she looked him in the eye and she said, I hope every one of you burn in hell. Oh my goodness, their eyes about popped out of their head, and mine did too. It did not go well. So they tried to reason with her, and there was no reasoning to be had. And she finally just told them all to leave. And so I said, well, yeah, that's what we need to do. We sure need to leave. And we all left. I want you to know that lady lived there very happily. She did great. She was there several years before she finally moved to skilled nursing, and she enjoyed it. She also, every time she saw me, thought I was the mayor of Charlotte, North Carolina, and that she was so excited to get to know the mayor. Well, I never told her I was not the mayor, but it was an interesting day for us all. But even through her anger, and boy, was she PO'd that day, she did very well in assisted living. So you might be surprised how this plays off with your loved one. 9 times out of 10, it goes easier than you thought. I think it's harder for family than it is for the individual being moved. I often relate it to when you took your child to kindergarten for the first time and you walked them up the door and they were excited to go and they had on cute new little shoes and a bow in their hair, and you bought them this cute little pink backpack. See, I remember all this stuff. And you take them to kindergarten, and they were excited at breakfast to go. But as soon as you got in the door and you turned around to leave, oh, you know what broke out. And they're crying, begging you, please don't go, please don't go. I can't stand it here. I want to go home. I miss my daddy. I miss my dog. But you know they have to stay. So what do? You leave them. And do you know what happens before you can get to the car? They quit crying, which irritated me to no end with my child, because you know what I was doing all the way home? I was crying. It just irritated me big when I found out she was not crying 3 seconds later. Like, that little turkey put me through all of that. That does happen with our loved ones. They are angry as all get out at us, and then a good activities director knocks on the door and goes, "Hi, come on, Susie, let's go down. We've got some music going, or we're going to paint, or we're going to play bingo." I don't know why seniors like to play bingo. I hate bingo, but alas. Although there are communities that give away money when you play bingo, I would enjoy that. I'm not sure. So don't be surprised when you find out the next day, your mom did great. She ate a full dinner. She came down for breakfast. And right now she's down and they're making cookies and she's enjoying it. It does happen. So that's just a few tips that maybe will make your moving in process for your loved one go a little smoother. But I tell you, the biggest hurdle is going to be you. It really is. It's going to be you not worrying about it so much. So a special thanks to Editor Beth at editorbeth.com for helping to finance our ministries. www.navf.org is where you will find National Association of Veterans and Families. Tell them Carol sent you. And 803-985-0985 is how you can call HD Imports for the maintenance of your Honda, Hyundai, Kia, Toyota, and Acura. So be sure and check out our sponsors. And as always, where did it go? There it is. This show is in memory of my sweet mama, Miss Vera Jean Holder. That's a picture we made together. I want to keep showing you different pictures as we go along. Obviously, my mama was pretty healthy in those days, and she had dementia in that picture. She'd had it for several years, but I had opportunity for a free photo shoot. I was thankful for that. Boy, I could use one right about now with some new Florida pictures. But Mom and I had that picture made, and I miss her and I love her. And this show and all that we do is for the glory of God and in memory of Miss Vera Jean Holder. Well, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope there are smiles and joy and something that makes you giggle. And I want you to go hug your LO. Tell them Carol said hi. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.